What's up, guys? Welcome to Game Time Decision. It's me, Allie Burns from Picks and Parlays. I've got Tim and Nick Earle from Earle Sports Bets with me today. How's it going, Nick?
Going pretty good. I'm hoping that the Padres can give me a run here in the top of the ninth. It's currently the bottom of the eighth, and I hope they win that game so I can start my morning 4-0 in baseball. But other than that, it's going pretty good.
Woo! All right, good day in baseball. How you doing, Tim?
Well, I have the other side of that game. I got Colorado, so I'm hoping they hold on here. That would be fantastic. No, but I had Tampa Bay earlier, which they were down 7-2, tied it up, and then lost in the 10th. Not going to complain. That was plus money anyway. I did cash the Tigers bet already, so that was kind of nice. And one of our premium plays have already hit with the over in that Oakland game. So it's starting off the day pretty well. And hopefully it can continue on until tonight.
Well, it was an amazing night for It's Me, Mario, and for you guys. Tim, I know you had the Durant triple-double at a plus 500, so excellent cash on that one. Nice money there. Hey, Alan Miles, how's it going? So we got some stuff to talk about, and then we're going to talk a little baseball. So we'll start with the NBA, the two games that are happening tonight. Roll into VGK, and then everyone hit that like button. Don't forget to hit the like buttons. Give us the thumbs up, and then we're going to talk a little bit about baseball. I liked it. Talk a little bit about baseball also, and the foreign substance abuse issue ban rule that is just coming up. We just want to kind of, if you guys aren't huge baseball fans, let you know what's going on with that and how it's going to affect you guys. Hi, Dad. How's it going?
Oh, and Nick and Tim too. Yeah.
Those guys. All right. So don't forget to hit that like button for us. We're going to start out with some NBA playoffs. Nick, we will see you in just a moment here. Bye. So first game of the night, we've got the Hawks at the 76ers. Sixers are -7. Total is a 224. I know last night that was a 6. That number just kind of keeps ticking its way up. What are you thinking? Who's in and who's out for tonight? Any injuries we need to know about?
Not really for this game. I will mention that Trae Young is probable. He has some shoulder issues, right shoulder soreness from last game. And Joel Embiid will be questionable pretty much for the rest of the playoffs with his knee, torn meniscus, whatever he's got going on in there. So just keep an eye on those two. I think they both should be fine to go for tonight. You said this line was ticking up. It's ticking up for a reason. Philadelphia was the second best team at home this year. They were like 35-10 or something in that. I don't remember the exact numbers off the top of my head for it. But they were the second best team for the East at home. So I think that they get it done quite easily tonight. They should have got it done in game 4. They had like a 12, 13, 4 point lead going into halftime and then blew it against the Falcons. Wow. Atlanta Hawks in game 4. So that's why the series is tied 2-2. I think the Sixers get it done tonight. But I will say, I think the series goes 7 games.
All right, 7 games. Okay, so what's propping for tonight? Who you liking? I see Tony Carpio likes Tobias Harris to go over 21.5 points. Who are you liking in this one?
I went with Joel Embiid. I think that's the the easy one for me. 44.5 over for points, rebounds, assists. I think he gets that easily. He's been very good defensively against Clint Capella, pretty much manhandling him. So I think this is a good spot for Joel Embiid to get a bunch of rebounds, assists, and I think the points will come. He'll get 20, 25 points tonight, so he'll have to get 10 and 10. So essentially a triple-double, but I think he easily gets that tonight, especially against the center position of Atlanta.
All right. We had on the Morning Wood show, there was an Embiid double-double that went up on the board also, so you might want to look around for that. But I agree. I mean, I think he kind of embarrassed himself in the last part of the last game, and he's going to have to show up. He's the man. You know, you got to 0-10, 0 for 12. I mean, it was bad.
He had a bad second half. It was the first time that he actually looked like injured at all. So I think he comes back today and has a good game.
Stimmy's got Young over 3.5 rebounds. How are you feeling about that?
I don't really know that one. I mean,
No comment.
Trae Young probably can get that. It's 1 rebound a quarter. I think that could be manageable. The big thing is that Clint Capella is going to and Bogdanovich steal a lot of rebounds out of there. So,
Good call.
But I think four rebounds is about right.
All right. So Clippers are at the Jazz. This line's been moving a lot to talk about in this game. The number is now up to 8. I heard you say 8.5 just before we went live.
Yeah, I have an 8.5 now on my book.
Boom, boom. All right. Now we've got an 8.5 here. And then 220.5 is still that number. And for good reason. Who's in and who's out?
Kawhi Leonard. I think he's like a backup player. He's out tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a big loss for the Clippers. Conley remains out for the Jazz, but the big one is Leonard. He's been responsible for anywhere from 23 to 35 points a game on that Clippers side, plus his leadership. This guy has been to 2 NBA finals, has won 2 NBA finals, both of them against super teams. So the leadership on Leonard alone is just a big key to have out tonight. I think that I got the Jazz at -3 this morning before the injury got ruled out. I would take them now at -8.5. I would take them all the way up to like -15. I think that the Jazz just smack tonight. I think the Clippers will be lost without Kawhi Leonard. I just don't think this one will be close. Look for Paul George to maybe have a good game. I know his triple-double prop is at plus 1,100. I would be interested in that, except for he has not really played that well this series, besides last game where he got 31 points. But I can't buy that right now. I'm going Jazz and all Jazz.
Jazz and all Jazz. All that Jazz. So who are you liking in the player prop? What's propping for you in this game?
I grabbed 2 of them. First one, it will be a rebound prop. I got Rudy Gobert. That was the name. Over 12.5 rebounds. Without Kawhi Leonard in there, that's just a big body out of the way, and Gobert is the defensive player of the year. 3 out of the last 4 years. He's going to have a good defensive game. So over 12.5 rebounds, I totally think is realistic. And then on the offensive side, I like Donovan Mitchell to have over 33.5 points. Yes, I know he's been a little bit shaky with his ankle injury, and there is a blowout risk for this game. But if there's a blowout, he's most likely the reason why. He's been averaging high 30 points every single game. So I'm going Donovan Mitchell over his point total of 33.5.
Okay, I like it. Tony also likes the Jazz over their team total.
Yeah, I don't mind that either. That's a good spot. I think Jazz score.
What is the team total?
114.5. I think they can get to the 120s tonight. So yeah, I'd probably even look towards the over in this one as well, just because Kawhi Leonard is a good defensive player. So.
All right. Do you have feelings about the fourth quarter spread for both games? Maybe you can look at while you go in the penalty box.
Fourth quarter. Why would I don't see the reason to have to bet fourth quarter. Bet the game. I don't bet fourth quarter because that's more of a look at it for live betting standpoint. Because if one team is if Jazz are up 30 going into the fourth, it's not going to really matter the fourth quarter. So you could probably get the Clippers to win it, but I don't do the fourth quarter stuff.
All right. Okay, fair enough. All right, I'm going to kick you out and bring the other one back in. That went faster than I expected it to. What's happening, Fred?
That's what she said. But yeah, what's good?
You guys didn't hear it, but I heard it. Tim goes, yes! That's what she said. Oh, you're so funny. Nailed it. Okay, so we're talking who's in net tonight. Big game. We've been talking about it all day. Montreal Canadiens are at my Knights. Knights are just a crazy favorite here, -263. And I know that number's kind of all over the place. We got a total of 5 that came down from a 5.5. Who is in net?
Carey Price is going up against Marc-Andre Fleury. No changes on either side. I don't think that they'll switch out the goalies now. Carey Price has looked phenomenal other than, last game. And Marc-Andre Fleury he's a Vezina Trophy finalist for a reason this year. So he's been one of the best goalies in the league. So looking at this game, I am focusing on the over in this one. It's a 5. And I got it at -132. I think we get at least 2 goals from each of these teams, and I like the 5s betting them over because you get 2 from each team. You get that insurance of at least a push. So that's the place I would go for this game. I also have team total over 1.5 goals for the Montreal Canadiens. And that lines up basically with my my over with that one, thinking if we get at least 2 on each side, we'll get at least the push. So we'll get the 2 from Montreal, and they'll cash the team total over as well. Plus, I'm handicapping this similar to the way I looked at game number 2 with the Islanders and the Lightning. Game number 1 was that feeling out game. They haven't played anyone. They haven't played that team that year. They were learning everything about them and then all that. And then the second game, we saw more goals from the Islanders and the Lightning. And I think we're going to see the same tonight. 4-2, I think, could be a great score for this game. 4-2 Knights. I think the Knights take care of business here. I think if Montreal wins games in this series, it's going to be at Bell Center in Montreal. It's going to be a tough atmosphere to play in when you're in Vegas. And definitely a shock factor last game for Montreal after playing only in front of 2,500 people, and then all of a sudden you get a packed crowd in Vegas. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. I think we learned last game how big of a favorite Vegas. We understood why Vegas was a big favorite last game. They're just outmatched this Montreal team, and I think that Vegas takes care of it. But I think we get at least 2 goals from Montreal. So I like over and team total over.
What do you think about a first period over? Alan Miles said he likes it under 1.5 in the first period. Again, Ninja's asking how you feel about it.
I don't mind the over in that one. It's a plus 115 on my book for the over. So I like that first period over potentially.
Yeah, Knights are a quick team to score too. That's every game I've been to, I feel like they score as soon as they get out on that dang ice. Except, of course, the one I went to when they played the Wild and they lost 1-0. That happened. Or the Avalanche. Ronald wants you to know, brother, he called it perfect last night, 4-2 exacto.
Yep. Yeah. The 4-2 is a very popular score too. So, I mean, props. But, yeah, that's a good call there.
From what I know, there's still no fans in Montreal. Do you know? Are they going to get limited?
2,500.
2,500. Okay, so there's our.
It was like that in the series against Winnipeg, and I think they had 1,500 in Game 6 against Toronto.
Okay, so there's that. Guys, if y'all are just joining us, don't forget to hit that like button. We do appreciate your likes. They help us keep on rolling. What do you think? Vegas regulation would be the play. What's the number in a Vegas regulation?
Minus 170. I would have no problem laying that, to be completely honest. I would definitely rather lay that than the minus 255, 260, wherever you're getting it. Right. So I think if you are in Vegas, like you are, Earle, the prices for the Knights this series, they're not going to be worth betting because you're in Vegas. And if you have a Montreal ticket in downtown Vegas, you should hide. Yeah, no, you're always going to get very good prices for Montreal during the series. So that's just something to look at. I think that this Vegas team is just going to be overpriced, but they're still going to win the game. So at this point in the playoffs, you're playing the team that's going to win the game. And I see minus 170 on my book, 145. I would love to know where that one is. Heritage.
Yeah. He bets with Heritage.
Heritage. Okay, I've never heard of that book, but yeah, I need to hop on that one. If you can get a minus 145 offshore, or minus 145 regulation line, that's a great line there.
Excellent. Okay, cool. So that's what we're doing with that. Let's bring Tim back in. Yes, we have to, and we could talk a little bit of baseball here. What is this? What is this?
I don't know. I gotta have something funny to come into each time.
It's like your synchronized swimming moves or something. Nick.
I don't know who this guy is, to be completely honest. I've never met him in my life.
Never seen. I like when one of you says, "I'm the face of this." That cracks me up.
I'm the face and I'm the brains of our ESB. I don't know what you're talking about.
Renault says 4-1 tonight, Vegas. That 5 scares him. The book definitely thinks it goes over. That's why you're getting that juice. You'll see the number 5. Usually at 5.5, it's a -110, -110. They move it down to a 5, but your juice changes. You're going to pay $1.35 instead of $1.10 to get it over now. So it's it's not the same thing, but there's a way about it. There's a way they do that.
There's also alternative lines on my book. Like I'm able to see for the first time, it was during the playoffs. So the first time I saw these were the reverse puck lines, and they also give you alternative totals. 5.5 on my book is over +127. So that may be a look for me as well.
Yeah, that's just it. And that's what the book is kind of trying. That's what those numbers tell you guys. If you don't know, this is where the book leans to where the bigger price is. Basically, that's what the book is saying.
Or that's where the money is.
Yeah. So baseball substance issue. We talked about this on the Morning Wood show today. And there's a lot of you out there that aren't particularly deep in the baseball game. So I want to bring this up because it's a big deal. Major League Baseball has banned substances on balls. Now this can be anything, we were talking about last night on one of my shows I did about the scene from Major League when Harris takes off his shirt and he's got Crisco and sunscreen and Vagisil. He puts jalapeno in his nose so snot will come out. And so these substances that they use, that pitchers use on the ball, help their fingers stick to it. And so they help them throw the ball more accurately, get spin on the ball, velocity, spin rates, all that kind of thing. Well, Major League Baseball has banned substances, and this is a problem. For one, they did it in the middle of a season. Well, it's still the beginning of the season, but they didn't start this to where pitchers could warm up before the season getting used to this. They're just starting it now, and it's incredibly problematic. Tyler Glasnow pulled his UCL, and there are a couple pitchers that really use baseball substances as part of their game. So, Tim, you've been gone for a minute. Talk to me a little bit about this and how it affects us as sports bettors.
Well, you're going to try to just look for the pitchers who, since that ban has come into place, has pitched a lot worse. One of the big examples that everybody's going to know is Garrett Cole. He used the sticky substance. It's basically it's like a pine tar. It'll give you, it'll have your hand stick easier to the baseball, gives you more control in it on like curveballs and sliders. It'll increase the spin rate on the baseball so you can move it more, and control the ball more, which is key, especially when players are throwing 100 miles an hour. It's given them sort of an unfair advantage because it's creating a lot more movement on your pitches, and it's just overwhelming for the batter sometimes. So I understand why they're doing it. 10-game suspension for it. The big problem with that is the pitchers are hurting themselves because normally when you got the sticky stuff down on your fingers, you're used to gripping the ball a certain way. Muscle memory. Okay, I'm not allowed to use it anymore. Now I have to grip the ball a different way, and that's just going to throw everything off, and it's just going to hurt you're going to see a lot of hand injuries, finger injuries, elbow injuries, stuff like that, just because they can't have the control or the stickiness on their hand, everything for it, and it's just going to mess up their throwing. Personally, as a batter, I think they would be okay with it. At least if I was playing in the majors, I would be all right with the pitchers having it, because if they're throwing 100 miles an hour, I want them to have control of that fastball. But
that's a good
I
call.
understand why it's being banned. It's not really legal.
Right. Well, I mean, the rosin bag is there out on the field. You can use a rosin bag. They're not going to tell you can't use sunscreen.
Say, Trevor Bauer has posted a couple of videos on TikTok that I've seen where he shows the stickiness from the stuff, and then he shows stickiness from a rosin bag with sweat. And it's essentially the same thing. So they could use the rosin bag to try to get more control. That is legal. It's just the pine tar sticky, that contraption that they'll hide on their gloves or on their hands or on their cap. Yeah. Except for Michael Pineda had it on his neck one year, and that was an easy throw out because that was something else. You're not allowed to have pine tar with pitching, but I guess it somehow slipped the system this year, but it does affect it. And for bettors, look for more overs now.
Yeah. And less strikeouts if you're a prop bettor. Less strikeouts for those pitchers. So, Nick, what pitchers are we sure about that use it, and which ones are we sure that don't? We know Glasnow, Bauer, and Cole. Who else do we need to know about or know that doesn't, for that matter?
It's just look for pitchers who have high spin rates. Now, I'm trying to find a website where I can find statistics on the spin rates, so I can see if there's been a decline in any of them. Because if you notice a decline in spin rate, those are some people who are using the sticky stuff. If you see a decline in spin rate, like we saw with Trevor Bauer in his last start, I need to dive deeper into this to find out which exact pitchers. But I'm trying to find a website that I can find it, because I looked on Fangraphs, I couldn't find any RPMs for pitchers, pitches and stuff like that. But I need to find stuff like that. But basically, look for pitchers who either their velocity is going down, or if you find websites that tell you spin rates for their pitches, and one start their RPMs are in the 2800s, and then the next start it's dropped to 2300. Keep an eye out for those type of pitchers and look to fade them. A few things to look at with those is strikeout props under, more walks, less control, higher offense, more totals. That or more overs is what we'll be looking at for that. So that's what we're looking at for how we're going to approach that.
And it's important to note also that not all pitchers do this. It's not every pitcher. And like Jacob deGrom, we were talking before the show, deGrom is not a sticky substance guy. So not all of them do this. So it only affects certain teams, really.
Yeah, if DeGrom used sticky stuff, he would have 3 no-hitters by this time this year. So like he's on another level.
He is another level. But I made the joke that if he did, then the games would come out 0-0 because the Mets can't score, and then neither would anyone playing against him. At least for the first 5.
No, 5 under.
Yeah, just under first 5s all day. Okay, so we're going to do a quick recap. If you guys have any other questions about baseball games happening tonight, we just wanted to kind of throw that out there so you guys are aware of it. Because I know sometimes you hear this and this, sticky substance, sticky this. It is a big deal. It is like real life, and it's a rule now that they're not allowed to use it. They can get fined. They can get suspended. So this is something to keep an eye on as it progresses. I wouldn't want to get hit by a 100-mile-an-hour fastball either. Not one thing. Or, if it's just one regulated thing, it's a rosin bag, or it's you can use this, but you can't use that. It needs to be regulated. But I think it's what Glasnow was saying also, was like, why don't we start this in January? Like, why are we starting this right now? The balls are slipperier now too. So it is what it is.
I thought of a way around this. If you're a pitcher, it's simple. Have your catcher have something in his glove, and he can apply it as he's throwing it back. I'm just putting that one out there.
Fair.
No, they actually in between each inning check the pitchers and the catchers. So
they
do check the catcher's glove. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then there was something Cam Ross was talking about it last night on the show that someone had taken his hat off and his card fell out of his hat, and he took his card, put it in his back pocket. When he took his hand back out, his card was stuck to his hand. So, they go right up to the mound. You got to get your guy out of here things. So Cole, without the sticky stuff, still managed to go over on.
Well, that's just one start. That's one start.
Yeah, that's one start.
Yeah.
We're looking for now. You can't judge this off of what they did the last 5 starts and then the next start. We got to look at the next 3 starts, the next 5 starts. We need a little bit bigger of a sample size rather than, he was able to hit the over and strikeouts. He's fine.
Well, and blisters are going to start forming, like my kid has Heelys, those little shoes with wheels in them, right? Is whenever he gets a new pair of Heelys, his legs are always really sore. He's still walking in shoes, but now when he rolls, he lifts the front of his foot up to roll. So his shin muscle flexes, right? So then his legs are, so that's what's kind of going to happen, is that they're fine maybe on their first start, but now this hand is sore in a funny place for the next time I go start, or now that blister popped and it needs to heal, or so it's not, you're right, Nick, it's not just this first start. This is something you got to keep an eye on it and see how they're doing. I don't know why the Twins are the favorite. I'm on Seattle. I took a home dog there with Sheffield all day, so I don't know what's going on there. Okay, let's do a little keep your eyes on it for sure. Good info to have. Okay, so we're going to do a recap. Before we do, I want to remind you guys to follow Nick and Tim at Earle Sports Bets on Twitter. That'll link you to their YouTube channel where they do their own pods and have their own stuff and contests going on. If you guys are over at picksandparlays.net and you're looking for premium picks, you can use the promo code OPEN. We have a new promo code. It's OPEN. Saves you 20% off of the entire site. If you want to be a little bit more of a big baller, you can use the link picksandparlays.net/game time. I'm going to pop this into the chat if you guys want to hit it. It saves you 50% off of their 7-day package, which is a whole bunch of sports. You guys still doing 3 to 5 picks every single day?
We have 6 of them in today with 2 subscriber only plays.
So,
okay, cool. So there you go.
There are some plays we do release that are not for sale. They're just for the subscribers, the people who get the 3 7-day month passes. They get those plays. They're not available for like just purchase. They're just subscriber plays.
You guys are so exclusive. You're so fancy.
And real quick, I was trying to figure out why the code was open, so I had to go on my DK app. The U.S. Open starts on Thursday, or starts tomorrow, so that's why the code is open.
I thought it did, and then I thought Daniel Henderson told me it didn't, and that Wimbledon was coming. But that's what I assumed it was. Also, I thought it was the 17th.
Yeah, it's U.S. Open starts tomorrow. There's a slate that starts at 9:45 a.m. for it. So
see, Daniel Henderson, I need you for things. I know he's in the chat. That's why I'm yelling at him. Okay, so let's do a quick recap here. Guys, smash that like button. Lots of free content here. Lots of good information for you guys. So definitely give the thumbs up. Tell the twins that you appreciate it and you want to see more. Oh, U.S. Open is golf, not tennis.
Yep.
That U.S. Open. Okay, sorry. I was on the tennis tip there.
Oh, no. Yeah, golf.
Sorry. Okay, my bad. My bad. I deal with a lot of sports.
Oh,
okay.
I know.
I got a lot going on. But I'm glad I asked. Hi, Roland G. You're on the Yankees and Cleveland today. I am on the Mariners and the A's today is what I'm on.
I'm on a whole lot of stuff today.
John,
are you?
That one. I don't mind that one.
I had Italy. That cashed. I had Tigers first 5 did not work out. It was a day. It's been a day. Okay, so let's go over first. We do have some player props for the NBA tonight, and then we'll do the NHL right after. In the Hawks at the Sixers game, sugar. Young is probable. Embiid is questionable. Also important to know. And the Sixers, we're going to take a -7. Now here's player props. My bad. Tim is like an Embiid to go over the 44.5 pros. That's points, rebounds, and assists in that game. For the Clippers at the Jazz, it is confirmed that Kawhi Leonard is out. Mike Conley Jr. is still out, so not a lot has changed there. And the Jazz line has ticked all the way up to a -8.5. Nick says take it, or Tim says take it. He'd take it up to a -15, you said, yeah?
Yeah, I don't see this one being particularly close. I see this one being a 25-point game at halftime.
All right. And then as far as player props for the Jazz game, he likes Rudy Gobert to go over the 12.5 rebounds and Donovan Mitchell to go over 33.5 points. And then Nick had some NHL stuff for us. It is Price. It is Fleury. They are going to be our goalies for this next game. He's going to roll with VGK and the over 5. I like the over 5 as well in that game. And then Montreal's team total to go over 1.5. I like this one also. I see them scoring 2 goals. They're going to have to. You want to steal one before you go back because stuff could get real. Stuff could get real. Detroit Lenny's on just about all that. Renaud likes Brooks Koepka to plus 1,800 to win 250 pays 4,500.
Huh.
Wowzers.
Well, yeah, you got him, and then Daniel Henderson was on John Ram, so I don't mind the Ram play.
I don't know. I think Tiger Woods and Arnold.
I don't think Tiger Woods is playing.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah, Nick, you're dumb.
Arnold Palmer's dead. He's a drink now. He's a lemonade and tea. First shot attempt. I know you're teasing. First shot attempt for the Hawks and Sixers. 3-pointer is at plus 195.
I don't know. I don't know. I think that one's just one of those where it's like, you know what? Who cares? No, because I know I do something similar to that. Sometimes when I have a feel on a game, I'll put like 3 bets down, like $5 each on so-and-so, so-and-so, or so-and-so to get the first basket. And
Right.
if one of them hits, I profit automatically.
Right. I get that. What do you think about the Sixers in the first quarter? -2. We have 5 people that were on that in the Morning Wood show. It was 5-0, 76ers first quarter.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
And it was 7-2 Jazz first quarter.
I think that it should have been 9-0 Jazz first quarter, but you know what? I guarantee he won't miss a single shot.
Yeah, that's a casher. That's a casher right there.
Yeah. Maybe put the whole bankroll on it.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Yeah. All right. Alan Miles likes Brooks as well.
That and Bryson DeChambeau is another decent option as well for that one.
Okay. All right. Little golfy. Okay, so maybe tomorrow on Game Time we could talk a little golf if you know. It seems like you might know something about that, Tim. Not you. I'm not talking to you.
No, I have no clue. I was just going on DraftKings and seeing who the most expensive player was.
He already made that bet. He feels much better now. Okay,
Good.
Excellent. Okay,
Fantastic.
So never mind. We're in the golf. We will not be golfing.
No golf.
There will.
I think during quarantine I played like 3 different golf slates for DraftKings. I cashed on one of them and I was happy. But no. I have no clue anything about golf.
It's a little tricky for me. Shut your dirty mouth, Lenny. Just shut it. You live in Las Vegas. Just jump on board with the old home team, all right?
Let's go.
Booker, you can like Montreal all you want. I don't mind. You don't live in Las Vegas. I'm guessing you live in New York City. Rom is playing this one with a vengeance. He wants this one after falling short last time.
He actually had to exit one of the last tournaments short after like the 3rd day because of COVID, and he was up like 7 strokes. So he had a huge lead, and then he had to withdraw from the tournament. Cost him millions of dollars because he didn't get a vaccine.
Oh, that sucks. Okay, so I like that angle. Great angle there, Daniel Henderson. Why not? You know. All right. Houston Astros -1.5. It's me, Mario. Astros -1.5 and the Giants on the money line as a parlay.
I don't mind it.
You're moving to Vegas, Joker? Yay! Then you can come to the meet and greets.
Yeah.
Yay! Yay! Yeah, a bunch of the parlays are coming out for the WNBA. What is it? The All-Star game, WNBA All-Star game in July 4th. Yeah, they sure do. I think that's what you say. And like the Olympic women are there, like the Olympic women's team is going to be there. It's a really big deal. It's Donna Cusick's birthday. She's coming out. Chanel and I live here. Laterica is going to, I think what's it, Laterica? Someone else was trying to come down too. So yeah, WNBA coming up. Stay tuned. We got stuff going on. Okay, guys, that just about does it for us today. Thanks to everyone who joined us. Oh my God, anticipation. What? Okay.
Thanks, Lenny. Base hit.
There's nobody.
Colorado
your birthday.
just won. Colorado walked it off.
Are you kidding me?
Oh!
That's a load of crap.
Let's go. Plus 163.
Oh, Nick, he's got his sad face on. Nick's got his sad face on. He's got a I lost to my brother face on. Feeling dangerous today. Might put your lady Stimmy on a game tonight. All right, get a second key made to your house, though. Remember? Got to get another key made. So this time when she locks you out, you can get back in.
Yeah.
Just definitely. Don't put it on the freaking Padres.
Don't put it on the freaking Padres.
I beat a 30-point line movement on that one, too. So it's not like it was a bad bet. It's just stupid Rockies.
Oh, vey. All right.
You know what? After
I said Yeah, on the show too. I was all over the. I said that. I didn't bet it though, but I did say that on the show several times. I like the Rockies today.
One thing I am going to say, I'm happy that I'm on the right side of a walk-off today. Yesterday, I was on the Texas Rangers and the Miami Marlins. Both of them got walked off.
Holy heck!
I was on Milwaukee, who had a 16-point lead at halftime and blew it. So I'm happy I'm on the right side of a winning play today.
I feel you. I feel you there. I don't know why all y'all wanted to fade my Astros last night, but I told you it wasn't going to be a
Gibson.
good choice.
I didn't. That's all I did. It was plus money. I didn't mind, but it was a spot.
Nice, Timmy. Nice, Timmy. Well done. All right, guys. We will see you tomorrow. We'll be back again, same time, 6 p.m. Eastern time. The Twins will be on 11 a.m. Eastern with the ESB show. That's why you want to follow them on Twitter so you can click into I know you're not talking about Houston right now, Lenny. We're going to have problems. You're going to have to find a new place to hang out on Tuesday nights. The three shiver shakers, Allie, Tim, and Nick do the dance. We always like to dance.
Come on, Nick. We got to have
Come
fun.
on.
We got to have fun.
Come on.
Come on. Put him in the penalty box. Put him in the penalty box.
Don't be a sore loser. You're getting kicked out for not. No, I'm not going to kick you out.
Oh, come on. You would have kicked me out.
That's salt in a wound. Yeah, but I like Nick. You're so. You're tolerable sometimes.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
I'm kidding. Oh my gosh, something weird just popped up in my thing. Love the energy in this stream. That's why you guys got to hit that like button. It keeps us dancing. It keeps us moving. All right. Chris had the Astros money line, Nets money line, and the Yankees on the run line yesterday. You're cracking up. We're happy we can entertain you. That's what he gets for that Red Sox jersey. Go Yankees. You're going with the Indians tonight. A lot of people were on the Indians tonight. I was kind of leaning Oriole, but I'm not betting that game, so I'm not talking anybody off of it. All right, guys. We will see you tomorrow, 1:30 p.m. Eastern time, right here on Game Time Decision. Thank you guys for all the great information. Don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't already. And let's go Knights go tonight.